All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Elevated Podcast. Today I have a special guest for y'all. All right, what do you go by? Trilla Casanova, right?
Yes, what's good,
Tell them who you
y'all?
are.
My name is Trilla Casanova, the Trill Star, the Trillers of all time. I'm here in the flesh. What's goody, bro?
What's good? How you doing today?
I'm good, yo.
So you got over here okay?
Facts. You know, it was a good commute. You know, saw a couple trees, couple birds. You know, it's a good day outside.
Yeah, to put y'all onto some shit, right? So we both took a little microdose of shrooms.
Facts.
So it's gonna be an interesting conversation today.
Yes.
But just to get started, I want to talk about how you got into tattooing because you're obviously a tattoo artist.
Right.
That's what you're mostly known for,
Yes.
right? Do you make music?
Yes, I make music too.
Yeah, you make music and you're also a tattoo artist.
Tattoo artist, designer, all the above. You know, I wear many hats. Real talk. So.
How did you get into being a tattoo artist? What was that journey like?
Yo, it's crazy because I guess the last couple years in my life, like leading from high school into the end of college, it's been pressing me. You know, I've been getting tatted since I was in high school. You feel me? And my mom used to push me like, "Oh, you should be a tattoo artist." I'm like, "How the fuck I'm gonna be a tattoo artist, mom? How I'm gonna do that?" And my pops, he's a artist, so
Like painting and shit?
yeah, painting artist, producer. That's where I get the music background too. So he told me like, "Yo, just buy one thing. You spending all this money, buy one thing that you could possibly fall back on and just get right with." So I was like, "All right, I'm about this tattoo machine." Brought it, let it sat, you know, and then I had smoked some weed up, like the whole pack. You feel me? That's why you don't sign on consignment. You feel me? Because you're getting some stuff. All right. Anyway, so I'm like, damn, I need money. What I'm gonna do? Oh shit, let me pick up this tattoo machine, you know? And ever since then, it's just been lit, you know? Practicing on myself, doing it on celebrities, like it's been crazy.
So you started off on yourself. Like you was really just like sitting there
Facts.
doing that shit on yourself?
My first tattoos right here. Not broke.
Not broke.
Yo, that day I was broke. You feel me? And this was the spiritual, like, yo, you not broke.
I like the bone snapping,
Yeah,
like
you
not
feel me?
not broke.
I'm not broke. Like, I'm good. So, you know, it was like a good segue into the next journey in my life, you know? And
And you think this is something that you're like, this is what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life?
definitely, you know, one thing about me, I only do things that I really love. And
Yeah.
no matter if I put it down for a year, I'm going to pick it back up at the end of the day because that's what I love to do. You know, no matter if it's rapping, no matter if it's making a beat, no matter if it's designing clothes, I'm going to pick it back up. You
Yeah.
feel me? It's like a process with like,
You're a creator.
yeah, I'm a creator.
You like putting things in the world. I mean, yo, he did my first tattoo, and
Word.
I really fuck with this shit too.
And that's around when I just started too. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's like I always look at tattoos. It's like when I look back at them, it's like it's like you look at it and it's like, damn, like that. Like I get reminded of where I was
Right.
and who I was and the things I was going through. You understand what I'm saying?
that moment.
Exactly. Let's talk about because you were on a reality TV show,
Yes.
Black Ink Crew.
Like,
How did that start? What was the process like going through that? And just explain to me the whole process.
so basically, all right, so boom. This is how we gonna do it. Black Ink Crew, right?
Yeah.
Everybody know the show, Black Tattoo show, you know, lit reality series. So I kind of grew up watching that off rip, you know. And when I started tattooing, my dad was like, "You gonna be on Black Ink Crew?" I'm like,
Oh, he kind of spoke it into
"Yeah."
existence.
So that's manifestation right there. You feel me?
Alright.
And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna be on Black Ink Crew." And then one random day, after like working hard, I didn't have it as a goal. It was just in the back pocket, like, all right, I just gotta do the work, and then the goal's gonna come. Not like I'm focused on the goal. I just gotta do the work.
Yeah.
So I was doing the work, making videos, reels, tattooing, getting my rep up. Someone sent me like the black ink, like what do you call that? Like casting and stuff like that.
Oh, so they were like
looking-
they were casting, they were
looking for
people?
artists, yeah.
Okay.
Looking for artists. So I was like, you know what? Let me not procrastinate. I'm gonna just send in my work. Sent in my work. They reached back out to me. I'm like, oh, all right. So they was rocking with me, and you know, I knew some people that helped connect the dots even more, and they was already rocking with me. So it was like, all right, we're
As
gonna
I
rock
said-
with you.
As I said earlier, networking is a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. It got me to where I'm at, you know?
Yeah. How was it being on that show? Like reality TV, are they just like recording you like the whole day? Just like you get like they're getting everything. Is that what's going on?
Just about, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, cameras in the crib 24/7.
And are you guys like putting on like little skits and shit to make it, you know?
No, it's like the situation would be staged. Like all these people coming here is coming here because you're telling them to come here. But
Okay.
their reaction of being there
Mm,
is natural and
that's
raw.
real. But they know what they gonna get. Not what they gonna get, but they know what they're signing up for.
Right.
For lack of better words.
Right,
But
right.
what was it feeling? How'd you feel just being in that environment?
You know, I felt like a baby lion cub, you know. Like I knew my power, but it was something new and foreign. So I had to get used to how to maneuver with filming and understanding, you know, certain people's objective of
Yeah.
me being a new tattoo artist as an apprentice and then finding out it was a competition and people competing. So I had to find my way to be witty and, you know, set my foot down and grow into that cub to the real big lion. You feel me?
It was an experience. It was
Yes.
a lesson.
It was like Lion King. Like I was Simba. That's how I feel.
And how was your mental health going through it? Because I mean, I'm sure that's not something that just
Yeah.
like not everybody goes through, and it's not something that's just like
Yeah.
that's not an everyday part of life. So
You
what was?
know that it was I'm gonna be honest, it was challenging, you know, getting used to even first filming and understanding you're gonna be away from people and you can't really tell them about your situation. It's like going through a whole change of being famous, you know. So now people like, dang, you're not coming around, and it's like I got this going on. I'm in the crib. I got to think strategic about my next move and what I'm doing. You know, I had a situation and I'm going through it with her. We doing our thing, whatever. So it was a lot. Even after the show, I ended up moving to California and ended up coming back. And then from there, when the show dropped, it was like, oh, you famous. Like, you famous. Can't even really walk down the street. People like, yo, you on
the show? Yeah.
So, you know, just getting used to sometimes I don't feel like, you know, like I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to hide, you know, I'm trying to go to the store real quick, go here. But it gave me the opportunity to be like, yo, you know what? See it for what it is, the positive light. Because
Yeah.
if I focus on the negative, then my mind, it just won't be right, you know?
Yeah.
So I realized my power and I said, you know what? I'm going to use this to motivate people while I have this attention, you know? That's all I ever want to do.
That's all you can do. Is just use what you can to reach the masses. A lot of people,
That's it.
and we're definitely gonna touch on mental health, but a lot of people like they use that spotlight and that fame for a whole lot of the wrong reasons. Like if we look at like, I hate that I keep talking about it, but if we look at artists like Ice Spice and Sexy Red,
Right.
I can't stand them, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What you can't
them.
stand most about them? Like,
The fact that one, the music is just not good at all to me.
oh, you're not jacking it.
I'm not jacking the music. And the fact it's what they're representing. They're representing the female, the female,
Yeah.
right? Using her body to get that spotlight. You know what I mean? Because look at
Right.
Ice Spice, right? All she does is shake her ass, bro, and say a few bars that are catchy, and now she's one of the hottest rappers in the
It's
game.
like, oh my God, ass, titties,
Like, you know what I mean? And what does that do to the mental health of young women? I mean,
it deteriorates it, you know?
exactly. Like it's like you're kind of like ruining what it means to be a woman right.
Right.
At that point. You know what I mean? And I get that might be a little exaggerated, but that's what you're doing. You know what I mean?
So, and that's why my favorite rappers are Sha Bigger and Hasa Diddy, the girl code, period. Clearly.
Yeah, it got to be like I want the artist to talk about something that matters.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want artists to put forth something that means something to them. The shit, your first tattoo that
Right.
meant something to you. You was putting on something that was important and valuable.
Right.
You wasn't putting on something that was just meant for other
Like,
people.
you know,
and like, you know what I mean?
Like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it's cool, or is a facade of I want to be seen as this, you know? Nah, this
Yeah.
is for me. I need to do this for me.
You wasn't scared of being in like on that show, right? You wasn't scared of all the fake personalities and the quote unquote like the demonic presence that
Yeah.
might be there.
You know, I walk with God every day. So, you know, I walk with faith. And I know I'm always be protected. I grew up in Brownsville my whole life. So it's like, I'm built for this shit. You know, anything that come my way, I'm built for. And I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
be protected. And I know I'm coming out victorious. Like, go help the bid. Don't help me. Help the bid. Real talk. Like,
What? How long? So did you grow up being like in touch with God?
yes,
Or was that something that you just like kind of slowly fell into?
definitely, God was a process. Knowing who God is to me and, you know, growing up in a church, you know, having my father's teachings and different things. God is out, you know? We all are our own God in a way, you know? And it's meant for us to nourish our God, you know?
Yeah.
And cater to it so we could be the best form of ourselves. So, and once I understood that in that route, like, yo, you the creator. You a part of the body, you know? You a part of
Mm.
the creation, the world. You are.
We are all somewhat of God. We are our own gods.
Right,
I
right,
get
right.
that.
What Michael Jackson said, we are the world, we are the children. Like, it's a reason. This is one.
We are the reality that we choose to see.
Yeah, real
You know
talk.
what I mean? I think, with like artists, right, that use the fame, it's sad that they don't push they don't push God out
Right.
anymore as much as they used to. Or even like, I want to get political today, but even the government,
Yeah.
they don't push God out anymore. And it's sad because that's what's needed. And that's why you see so many people, so many lost souls. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. And you know what? You know why it's lost souls? Because people don't understand when they say God who they are talking about. So in order for you to take that blind mask off, you have to understand you have on a mask. You feel me?
Mm.
So for people not to understand that they have on a mask, and then you have people who's doing things to blind them already, it's like, I can't blame them for not knowing. But once you know, you know.
Yeah, it's to tie this into mental health, and I have a funny question to ask you after too. People, and this is one of the things I learned on shrooms, and it's so ironic that
Right.
we just so happen to be
lifted.
tripping right now. People in general have walls as a person. You know what I
Right.
mean? You, for example, you're not showing me exactly who you are. This is the second time meeting.
Right.
You're not as vulnerable. You're not as open. You're not exactly who you are, and that's a human defense mechanism. You know what I
Right.
mean? So as humans, we have walls that kind of hide a sense of personality. And when you're young, right? Let's just say you're in school, whatever, and you make a funny joke, or to you it's funny, right?
Right.
Someone doesn't find it funny and they start clowning you for it. You're gonna put up a wall, and then
Right.
later on, you're gonna hide that part of you, and later on in life, you're gonna put up another wall. And as you just said, it's a mask. A lot of people are masked. They have masks that aren't even who they are. I mean,
Right.
a more literal term is like, yo, these females put on mad makeup to mask literally who they are,
That's their appearance.
because they want to put on a facade of something else. People do that spiritually. You hide your personality because you
Right.
don't want to be hurt.
Right.
And that's why mental health is just so fucked right now.
Yo,
Because people don't know who they are.
at
They're
all.
afraid to show the world who they are and what they're capable of. And because they want to just kind of like fit in
Right.
to whatever that means, it's like people
The
just lose their
narrative,
way.
right.
Yeah. The
You-
culture.
You know, I dealt with that a lot while filming because, you know, when them cameras on, people act a certain way.
Yo, for real, like
people
the second the camera go on, it's a whole different, it's like, yo, who that? Like,
you was not acting like that.
yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
you know, and with understanding, like even in situations where growing up, you know, I dressed a certain way. I was a cool kid. I still dress how I dress now. I was dressing back then. So, you know, people try to like, oh, that's not cool. I had to learn that people are wearing a mask. So who the fuck is you to tell me that this is not cool? You know?
Yeah.
And once I got that in my head, like, no one knows what they're doing.
It's like what you're doing is not cool. At least I'm who I am. You know what I mean?
You're not cool. So once I learned that I'm really the cool kid, everything else in my head was like, oh, this is my game. You know?
Yeah.
And I took that to the show, and it took me a while to get it. I got it like halfway through, and I just started to become like more. I was already who I was, but it showed more of my personality, and I stood on what I stood on. I wasn't gonna back down for no camera. You know, I don't like morally. I'm not going against myself. So once I got that in my head, understood other people were wearing a mask.
You know, I was talking about today, people really like will break their word within themselves.
Right.
The word between, I mean, all you have in life is your word. The word you give to yourself and the word you have with God. Because, you know, I was telling my friend literally earlier, and it's so funny that these conversations happen. I was like, yo, I don't smoke weed no more, right?
Yeah.
But if I wanted to smoke really bad, right, nobody would know. Nobody would know at all. I could really just be in the corner by myself. Nobody would ever know,
Just
right?
thinking.
But God would know. And therefore, I don't do it. And people lack people lack the knowledge of that presence. They don't realize that presence is there, and they don't even keep their word to themselves.
Right.
You know, like, let's put God aside right now. People don't even keep the word to themselves.
Right.
And that's another reason why mental health is so fucked up right now.
It really is.
Let me ask you something, because this is something I really want to know. You ever gave someone a tattoo and you was just like, what the fuck are you getting right now?
Let me think.
Or was like everything was like, all right.
I mean, a couple people came and got their, significant other names, probably a lot of bigger than I expected. But
Like big ass, like they got it like size.
like tramp stamps,
Oh shit.
like bow, like that's. I'm like, damn, girl, I don't. Hey, no judgment, But I always tell people like, is this the design you like?
Yeah.
Is this okay with you? Because who am I to judge?
Yeah.
I got tattoos on my face. Like, who am I to really judge? So
What was because you got Notorious right there,
yes,
right?
Notorious TIC.
What was the motivation behind that? What was the purpose of that?
First of all, rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. They killed Biggie. Rest in peace. And that's been like one of my top inspirations for growing up and like how I grew up. My mom's always played him in the crib. And I got another Biggie tattoo.
Oh shit.
Word. A portrait by Forever Artistic, my mentor at Art and Ink. He did this on me. Say the Brad, she did this on me. And it was just like the coming of age. Like, I'm Trilla Casanova. I'm notorious. Like, when you see me, it's like when you see me and trying to say what's up, don't ski. All right? Don't ski.
Was that something that you were like thinking about for a while, or is that like you just like woke up one day and was like, yeah, this is it?
I had got the Biggie tattoo first, and I was like, I want another face tattoo. I want to celebrate my accomplishment for being in the tattoo shop, getting my tattoo license, and all this other stuff. So I was like, it's a tattoo celebration.
Yeah.
So let me try something new. And I was
so it was like
searching.
a celebration tattoo.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a celebration. So, and I sat with it a while, and I saw Notorious, and I was like, started playing with the design, and I was like, putting it on my face. I'm like, this feels like me. And I was off of shrooms. I took shrooms. I looked in the mirror, and they say don't look in the mirror when you off shrooms.
Yo, bro.
I always look in the mirror. I don't know. When I'm off of shrooms, I look in the mirror like
I get lost in the mirror, bro. I get lost. I be staring like, yo, if I gotta use the bathroom, bro, I'm not coming back out, bro. They're gonna have to take me out.
Yo,
that shit is crazy.
Though. I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, yo, I look more of myself right now, and I was like, let's do it.
That's good. At least because then when you're on shrooms, it's like. That is you in that state is the most purest form of who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when I first took shrooms, it was like, to make this point, right? When people have bad trips, I don't think it's like it's when you take too much shrooms.
Have you ever had a bad trip?
Nah. I never had a bad trip. I mean, I've had times where it's like I threw up and shit because I ate on an empty stomach.
Right.
But I didn't necessarily have a bad trip. It was more like, I was just like bugging out, like shit.
You had to face something.
I had to face myself.
Yeah,
that was the thing. I had to face myself, and that's what I'm getting to. Is like that's what people have a problem with. Like a bad trip to me isn't because you took too many shrooms. No, it's because you're not ready to see who you are.
Right,
you know what I mean?
You.
Exactly. So many people have that mask on. So when they take shrooms, that mask goes flying out the fucking window, and they don't know who the hell's driving the ship no more.
What? Where am I? Whoa! Like
exactly,
lose all control.
Especially, bro, if you're around people that like are not meant for you, or they're not on the same level as you, or that's just not a right situation.
Right.
You're gonna go fucking crazy, and that's why you're gonna have a bad trip. You know what I mean? But let's go on to mental health though. What is how do you feel about the mental state of people in general nowadays?
I feel like the people need more love, I feel like...
You think it's more love? I think people have enough love.
Nah. You know why I say love? Because people don't understand what love is, and that's where it starts. You could say love, think it's sex. That's not love, Love is self-care. Love is looking in the mirror, telling yourself that you're beautiful, even on your worst day. So when you got that and you do that every day, the world will be a much better place, and be in a mental space to understand that we human, we're not perfect. Sometimes we mess up, sometimes we do great, sometimes we mess up and do great, So
for real,
mentally, once I looked in the mirror or for shrooms, and I was like, love yourself, boy. Like, you look good today. You look sharp. You know what? You did great this week.
You gotta know thyself.
Right. How am I gonna give someone love if I can't give it to myself?
Yeah, exactly. But you can't love someone if you don't know how to love yourself.
Right.
Because then you're gonna be looking for the wrong love. You're gonna be given the wrong love.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when it comes to love, and I think like it's a slippery slope. Because if we talk about like people, right? if we give too many people too much love, right? And we're talking about like societal.
Right.
Everybody gets too soft. You know what I mean? Not to say that we shouldn't, be capable of being soft. But when it comes down to like, let's just say men, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to be told the truth.
Right.
And let's just call it tough love.
All right, but
we need
that's
tough
still
love.
That's still love though.
Yeah, but we need to be told the truth. You know what I mean? We need to be hit with cold-hearted facts. Like, you know what I mean? There shouldn't be a worldwide argument of, there shouldn't be a nationwide argument of what's a man and what's a woman. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
Like, that's because there was too much love in place and people were getting, too much affectionate. Like, we're being too loving to you, right?
But
I don't have the right word, but
even with that though, I say tough love is a part of the real love,
Yeah.
Because it could be the fake love, but that's not the real love.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
It's not the real thing, It don't hit the same.
Too much love might be fake love.
Yeah,
like,
that ain't cooked food.
If it's what's the word? If it's too good to be true,
yeah,
it's not.
That
You know what I mean? Or
if
it
it's
is
too good, it ain't it.
Yeah, exactly. What I think is missing nowadays is, especially with like the youth and people in general, is that nobody knows themselves. Nobody knows who they are.
No identity. Like,
there's no identity in this world no more. It's literally it's a culture. It's a movement. Everybody's like sacrificing themselves to fit into this group, and it's like, dude, like, what's going on? Like, let's look at music back in the day, right? All these different artists we had, Tupac, Biggie, freaking Mobb Deep. All of these people were different personalities that weren't trying to sacrifice who they were to then fit into that culture. No, they showed up on who they were and then made it like,
exactly.
Now they're popping. Nowadays you got a whole bunch of artists just trying to fit in, and like, what the fuck is going on? And now this is what you're teaching to the youth, and now everybody's fucked.
It's like I see it like this: either you going put in the work to be a basketball player, or you gonna be like, I always wanted to go to the NBA. Like, that's the difference. You gonna put in the work and actually be that individual, like how you come here and you have your podcast and you're not like, oh my God, I want to do like $1 million worth of game, not trying to be these other things. You like, I just want to do this. I'm doing it my way. I'm gonna show up how I am. Now that will automatically catapult you to another realm and put you in it, It's like for what I did for Black Ink Crew. I wasn't like, I'm focused on like, I want to be on Black Ink Crew. I want to be on Black Ink Crew. I was like, let me put in the work. How am I gonna be on Black Ink Crew if I don't even put in the work?
Yeah, if you don't work on the craft.
Word.
There's a quote. The man who loves, and everybody on Instagram's probably heard this, but it's the man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the journey.
Right.
So if you just work on the work, if you love the work, the craft, whether it be podcasting, in the gym, tattooing, rapping, anything any type of passion, if you love it, it's gonna get you further than the person that just wants to be on that show, on that great podcast, or with that great body, whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
Whatever. It could be $1 trillion.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But if you just love making the money, you're gonna make 10 trillion. You know what I mean? It's all about passion. And again, to tie this into mental health, it's like, yo, people don't even know what they're passionate about.
Right.
And it's because they don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Because how you gonna know what you like if you don't know who you are? Because what you like is that's who you are. You know what I mean?
And then that correlates to looking yourself in the mirror with self-love.
Tough love.
Tough love, self-love.
Just being
love.
Looking yourself in the mirror and taking accountability.
Right. The A word.
Yeah.
The A word. That's a big word. The A word is a big word that people need to just
take accountability, man, for your actions, for everything that you have in life. Everything everything that you have in life is a result of what you did and what you didn't do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And take that as you will, but
it's a choice,
Everything, even the choices that you didn't make, it's still, you gotta take accountability for that. Because if you ain't take advantage of that opportunity, if you didn't take advantage, that's you gotta take accountability for that, bro. You missed out. You fucked up. Right. You know what I mean? Or maybe you actually, because you didn't, maybe everything worked out even better. But it's about knowing that situation. You know what I mean? You gotta take accountability for that. Too many people are so quick to his fault, her fault. Oh my God. Like, no, dude. Everything in your life that's going wrong is your fault. Nobody else. You know what I mean?
You know what? And that's one of the things I've had to do myself, take more accountability. And with that, things been getting better,
I was gonna ask you, do you think that you struggled with mental health?
I would say at times in my life, mental health has been a challenge, and from even being growing up in Brownsville, being shot at while playing basketball,
That's wild.
growing up smelling crack, you know, in the hallways, jumping over needles while playing balls, hopping over piss. Mentally, it's like a constant that I wasn't even aware of because
Yeah.
I was young,
That was just reality.
Yeah, it was like, damn, like that's what I'm used to. But once I was able to go somewhere else and see the world for what it really is, and that is more, then it led to, okay, how can I help get this mindset out of my head, and
Mm,
know that I'm worthy of everything that I desire, and God is going to give me what I need, you know?
yeah.
So it's like, sometimes I did feel depressed, A lot of times I felt depressed. A lot of times I'm like, damn, I'm the only one who's showing. I gotta be in the studio. I'm going to clubs late night. I've been rapping way before I was a tattoo artist, and I got on TV. Literally less than a year of tattooing.
Mm.
So imagine all the countless nights I had staying up, having my projects deleted. Damn, I'm spending all my money on this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this video. I felt depressed because what you say, Ice Spice and everyone else could just say, ha, 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 ha,
Yeah.
and then just shoot, right?
Yeah.
But I had to look in the mirror and take accountability. Like, what is this really about? Is
Yeah.
it about the fame and fortune, or is it about the impact?
Yo, for real.
Real talk.
That's what you gotta look at it. I mean, and that is, but like the ice spices, bro. They use that for you just shake some cheeks, and that's it.
Right.
Boom, you fucking
Right.
Miss Worldwide nowadays.
It's crazy, and even with that, like, so we could talk about it where I'm a rapper now. You feel me? Back then, I'm just a rapper,
Yeah.
and I'm doing all these things. So what do? I go get tattooed. It was a therapy for me. The fake help aid my journey. Help me look like, oh, I remember when I told myself no fear, and it's gonna be a long journey through the fire.
Mm.
And look and be like, oh man, like this really got me through that, So with tattooing, I feel like that was my therapy, and it was like my spiritual healing.
Well, I'm sure you could look at all your tattoos and everybody that has tattoos. You're gonna look at each one and you'll be like, damn, like I really like made it through whatever whatever you was going through. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like it's like a time capsule. It's like
Right.
just memories imprinted. Like even with my dragon, right? I know like this is where I was, right? I feel like I was just really like in my worst place, right? Like I
Right.
was really down bad. You know what I mean? And its wealth is of the heart and mind, not the pocket. Because
Right.
that's what really was like. I might be down bad, but I know it's not about
I'm
the
not
pocket.
broke.
Yeah.
Not broke. Real
Not
talk.
broke, yo, that ass. And then I got this, and my dragon was like, it's kind of like a representation of when I started really taking, into consideration. I
Right.
started showing myself love and really,
Right.
like you just said, but like I really started seeing like what I can be.
Right.
The beast, the unique beast that I could be,
Right.
and that I'm forming into. And
That's
then you know
fire.
what? The next tattoo I get, it'll probably be a representation of where I am again, and
Right.
and so on.
It's like a stamp, like a passport
It's
stamp.
literally, it's not a tramp stamp.
And I didn't even know like that you was going through things while I was tattooing you,
Yeah, dude.
But as like a tattoo artist, I just kind of like, it's my duty to like execute, because I don't know what anyone is going to go through or going through, and I have to be a healer,
Yeah.
I
mean, that's like goes like we can even take that more broader too. It's like even the people that you interact with
Right.
on a daily basis, you have no idea what they're going through.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I barely even know their name.
Yeah.
Lighter,
like,
I barely even know her. Like,
you don't know what the fuck anybody's going through. You don't know who just lost mad bread. You don't know who just gained mad bread. You don't know who just lost their
Right.
best friend. You don't know who's thinking about suicide. You know what I mean? You don't know who's really just having a bad day, and now you
Right.
just so happen to curse him out. Like
right.
you know
Every
what I
day,
mean?
and it's like, damn, it was just over water.
Yeah,
Or what, like, damn, like,
it's crazy, and it's like, and that's what people got to start thinking about that too more, because you now like you seen all the crime that's happening in New York nowadays, bro.
Man.
Like we just had the two twins that got stabbed the other day.
What?
Yeah, there was.
Yo, I've been in a tattoo shop tattooing.
Nah, yo, so somewhere in Brooklyn, right? These two twins rejected this guy, and I'm sure there's more to the story, but they had rejected this dude that was trying to holler at them, and the guy stabbed him. stabbed one in the chest, other in the arm. The one that got stabbed in the chest died. You see what happened on the train?
Yeah, I saw that.
That
That was
live by the gun, die by the gun, bro.
yo. It's like it's crazy because I hate to say like that, but coming from where I'm from, it's so regular and it shouldn't be regular. Like we see it happen. Like you just said, that was just the other day, right?
Yeah.
But something else just crazy happened, and it's like our minds get trained to like it's like a slash mark on trauma, like a slash to your brain, a slash.
We're just so cool. Now we're just like accepting that this is reality. I mean, it's
Right.
not, bro. This is a result of a lot of things, and I could get rid. This is the pharmaceutical companies that want to pump us up with a bunch of drugs that we don't need.
With the war on drugs that already happened, with the crack epidemic.
I mean, like, if shrooms was legal, right? Like let's
say it.
let's talk about it, bro. I think society would be a little bit better, bro, if everybody was taking
let me say this.
little bit of shrooms.
If the hood had mushrooms, we would be healed and we would be at the top of the mountain.
I think the world would just be a better place, bro.
Right.
But you would have a lot of people bugging out, though. Like, just freaking out.
I ain't gonna front. I haven't really seen nobody really bug out off of shrooms.
No, what I mean by bugging out, like, everybody's gonna start like bugging out because everybody's lost.
Like oh my god, like
everybody's gonna start having fucking. Like,
maybe that's what we need. Like
yeah, better than what's happening now. I mean,
right.
Even the foods that they give us, right, dude, the shit that you eat, bro, matters, bro, because that's gonna come up in your mental health and your physical health and everything, bro. And they're just so quick to, in the hood, right? You got the liquor stores. You got McDonald's, KFC, Popeyes, all
Taco Bell,
all of them,
Chinese
bro.
food.
All of them.
You go to other rich areas. You got motherfucking what they call that, salad house. You got smoothie bars,
Olive Garden and shit.
Like you feel me?
Real. Bro. It's crazy though what they're doing.
Yeah.
And what they did in the hood, they're starting to roll out.
Yeah.
All across America now, bro.
Everywhere.
Because everybody's getting killed. The more this country gets more diversified, it's like
I say
everybody's
like this,
getting fucked up.
History repeats itself. Just because slavery is over don't mean slavery is over. You feel me?
We're all slaves.
Yo, in the form, fuck that. I'm a king. I ain't a slave. You feel me?
That is the mindset.
That's the mindset I'm going with. I'm not a slave. I'm doing it this way. I'm doing it my way, and this is how I'm gonna do it. You feel me?
You know what's crazy? If we look at like old slavery, right? It used to be you would work, right, for whatever person, and they would provide housing and food and whatever the fuck, right?
Right.
Life, like literally just like living necessities. Then it became no, now you're just gonna get worked and that's it. You know what I mean? And now somehow the pendulum came back, and now we're working for money to then buy housing and live in necessities. It's like, yo,
what?
It's literally slavery. They just put a dollar bill in between, and said that's life.
Like, it's so crazy, fam. Like, they talk about England a lot and how we came from there first and they want to be free. Bullshit. This the plan. They put buildings on the motherfucking beach. Think about it. You come to a shore. What is there? Sand. Sand, right?
Okay.
It's going to be people there already. So what do? You cause a reason for them to have to use your building. You feel me? Pay you. You take their money. Oh, you have no money. Get the hell out of here. Manifest destiny. You feel me? And they do that it's still happening to this day.
That's society now.
Yeah.
That's literally what society is in this country.
Right.
Once we get like too deep down the rabbit hole, it's like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's what to give hope. It's like, that's why people need God, bro.
Right.
Like, I had a conversation the other day. It's like, if you don't want to believe in Jesus, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm not, who the hell am I to say that you need to believe in Jesus? I do, because my programming just so happens to be in a used to be Christian country.
Right.
And I grew up Catholic. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of more like lenient towards that. You're not going to see me praying to Allah.
Right.
Even though I do believe that they're the same thing, I kind of just use it as like, I'm more lenient to just pray to Jesus. You know what I mean? It's more easier.
It's your perspective.
Yeah. And it's like people need to just find God. You know what I mean? And I look at it like this, right? All these religions, right? You know, you got Hinduism, you got the Jewish community, you got
Right.
Islamic, you got Christianity, everybody, right? Anybody you could think of.
Everybody.
I look at it like they're all just guides. You know what I mean? Like how many different manuals are there for an iPhone in different languages?
A whole lot.
A whole fucking lot, right? Now, are they like? I bet you they're all gonna teach you how to use the iPhone. Just because you can't understand the other one doesn't mean it's wrong, though.
Real talk. It's not saying, oh, this is not the right iPhone edition.
Like, dude, like you just don't understand it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not your programming.
It's not your code.
Exactly. And people need to figure it out. Like, yo, you need to find, like, look, stop. People like try to put so much pride in it, right? They don't want to be wrong. Like, I'm too smart. I can't be wrong.
Right.
Like, dude, like, just put your pride aside. Just look at it as if, like, yo, the Bible is a guide. It's like a manual, right? You want to read it like it's a Harry Potter book? Be my guest.
Like,
But,
whatever.
like, you know what I mean?
Just
But read it. Read what it's trying to tell you. Even if you think that if it's fake, if it was made by man,
right.
Which it technically was, but that's besides the point.
It's the interpretation. It's esoteric. It's a different meaning.
It's exactly. What's the meaning behind it? What was the purpose?
Right.
What is it trying to say?
You know who you would like? Reverend Ike.
Reverend Ike?
Look him up on YouTube after this.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
But I always look at it like, look at it as a guide and try to follow it. And it's going to lead you down somewhere.
Right, right.
But now find the guide that you could get with.
Right.
You know, obviously you don't see, like you're not seeing a whole bunch of Spanish people turn Muslim.
Right.
Because that's not their programming. That's not their, like they're not lenient towards that side. But there are a lot of Christian Spanish people.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? But let's keep going on mental health though. What are some things that helped your mental health through your whole process of being an artist?
Getting tattooed. Real talk. Getting tattooed. I ain't gonna front. My coping mechanism is smoking weed. You know, you get high. You sit back. You like, what the fuck about to do? All right, so watch this. You feel me? Like, that's mine. Now it's doing shrooms. You know, understanding where I'm at, where I stand, and where my mom want to take me, and it's a magical place. You know, doing music,
listening, making.
Word. Most of the time, when I go on the mic, I really just this is why I love to live life sometime and leave the studio for a little bit, because I have to gain inspiration, you know? I just can't just talk about things and it's not real, you know?
Yeah.
I gotta actually live that time I was talking about going here with her, like, and, you know?
I respect that, bro. I really do, because there's too many artists out here that just talk about shit that they ain't live. Man, too many internet personalities, bro, and I'm tired of it, bro.
My name is Trilla. I'm the Trillas. I can only talk about shit that I know. I can't. Like, I'm not, I coding, you know, that coding, I'm a trill nigga. I can only talk about trill shit. You feel me? So that if you really go back and listen to my music, you will see my story from the last 10 years, you know? And go stream that. Trilla Casanova on all streaming platforms, even Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Instagram, Facebook. You could get it on TikTok while it's still up, because you know they about to take that down. Snapchat, you can go, you get everywhere. YouTube, Trilla Casanova, Google me. Yeah, but
different.
Definitely music helped me getting tattooed. You know, it's like I'm really a rock star, so I gotta find rock star ways to embellish my rock starness, you know.
Yeah.
In a way that I feel comfortable.
Manifest it.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
Sit down and be like, yo, this is what I am. Like, I told myself many times, like, this is who you are. No one can tell me different. My mom can't even tell me that. My mom called me Trilla. Everybody asks me what my real name is, I be like, Trilla. I don't know what my other name is. Like, you feel me?
That's who I am now.
Yeah, like, that's what I am. You gonna accept me? Would you still love me if I put tats on my face? Sat ignorant every damn day, smoking this dope to the face of the gang. Shit not the same, but still I remain. Remember playing ball every damn day. Now I'm spending days shopping in states, trying to spin blocks up in the rave to motivate niggas that can escape. You feel me?
We should start playing a beat on this shit.
Yeah.
That different. Let me ask you something. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Who?
What is Trilla? look like in 10 years?
All right, hold on. Let me think. Let me shroom.
Touching with that inner self, the inner shroom.
I see myself waking up, going to the gym real quick, having a smoothie, then going to my nonprofit, checking with the kids, talk to them for a quick hour. Then I'm gonna hop on a helicopter to have a meeting at Tiffany's, or matter of fact, we're gonna do something fancy like Shy Biggest restaurant, you know. And I'm flying to Shy Biggest restaurant. We're gonna have a nice dinner, you know, and then we're gonna fly out on our supersonic jet to the West Coast real quick, do a show, and then fly to Japan after, stay there, do a couple tattoos, you know, get tatted.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, and then fly all the way around the world, try different foods, and then come back by the time the weekend hit.
Fuck it. That's just 1 week too.
Word.
That is different.
Word.
You know,
So,
people can't even like. If I ask them that, right? People don't even know what to say, bro. They just be like, "Oh, go to work."
go to work.
Exactly.
What? In 10 years, you just want to work?
Exactly.
You don't want to
bro.
go to vacation or like or something? So
Like-
how does that go? Like, what are some of the most ironic responses to that you've witnessed so far?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Literally,
No pun intended.
like they literally just say, "I don't know." Like I'm gonna be doing like mediocre type shit. Like
Man, listen.
people like you see, you were very specific in what you said, and that's
Right.
what I look for
Right.
because you need to be very
You
specific.
got to, because if you're not specific, it's like in a genie movie. If you don't be specific, it's not gonna turn out how you want it.
Mhm.
So you gotta be specific and ask God what you really want so he could give you what you need.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes what you want, he's gonna give you what you need.
Yeah.
He's not gonna give you what
What
you
you
want.
want.
I mean, sometimes they align,
Right.
but he's gonna give you what you need, and you got to be open to that.
Right.
See, some people get tight when they don't get what they want when they're praying.
Right.
It's like, no, like you don't pray like talking about, oh, I want this, I want this. No, you go to God and say,
Ask.
what do you need me to do?
Right. Ask for strength. Like, whatever your
Exactly.
journey is, please just give me that. You feel me?
It's like, yo, what people fail to understand, right? Everything that they desire,
Yeah.
right? Everything you desire, right? Just ask God what He needs you to do, and in you fulfilling that, right, is gonna be everything you ever needed, everything you ever wanted.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Because in that journey, right, I asked God to, yo, what do you need me to do, right? I truthfully believe that He needs me to help people, help this world, help people express themselves. You know what I mean? That's why I have this podcast, because I just like talking to people.
Right.
People tune in, and if we're talking about mental health, people are gonna take something from that. You know what I mean? And it might help
Definitely.
somebody.
I hope.
You know what I mean? So I look at it like that, and that's all I could do.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean?
What else could you do?
Like,
Like, what else?
I'm not gonna go to work all day.
Like, word.
That's it.
What you? Hold on. Let me. What's good, Josh? Trilla, Casanova, and I have one question for you, Ty. What are you going to be doing in 10 years?
I'm gonna have the biggest podcast in the world, 100%. Like you just said earlier, I'm gonna be flying everywhere. I'm gonna have a house in Texas, right? Big ass land, right? I might have a few kids. I don't know. Still debating, but I definitely want a family. Definitely gonna have a fucking family of pit bulls though.
All right.
Bunch of pit bulls. Gonna have nice cars. I'm gonna have a fan base. I'm gonna have people. I'm gonna be helping a lot of people.
Right.
And you know what? I want it to be millions, but if that's not what God wants for me, then that's not where it's gonna be.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But I want to just, if my journey is to just help that person who's on the corner, give them a few dollars,
Right.
I'll be happy. But where I see myself though is, again, having one of the biggest podcasts in the world, helping the most people out here,
Y'all hear that?
building connections that people never thought would come to fruition.
For real.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty dope.
And that's all. And you know what it is? Like, I used to be like obsessed with like, oh, I want a bunch of money. I want to be the richest motherfucker ever. I just want to be comfortable, dude.
Right.
I just want to make sure my family good, the people I love are good, and I'm good. That's it. That's all I need.
You know what it is? And I've identified this word. I just want to be free.
Exactly. That's what everybody wants. They just want to be free. They just don't know what that
Shit.
means.
Right. They don't even know.
They don't even know, dude.
That's what I'm saying, yo. But that's dope, yo. And you labeled it. You said them dogs. The specific. You heard that? We teaching y'all how to manifest.
Yo, for real.
Learn something.
How do you think society can get better with mental health? What are some things that we need to start taking into consideration?
That's a great question. I think we need to take into consideration that, how do I say it? Everyone's way is not that one way, you
Mm,
know? Everyone is different.
yeah.
Just because someone could come to me with a blunt and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what? I got my mind right. I feel a little better. Doesn't mean they come to you with a blunt with the same motive, you know? It's like everyone has certain things that'll benefit them. Everyone's different. It's like elements.
Everybody's path is not your path.
Yeah. Some is hot, they need something cool. Somebody might be cool, they might need hot.
Mm.
Earth might need an air. And the air might need a earth. You feel me? Like, it's just,
Everybody's journey is different.
it's different, and it's no one label. Life is continuously evolving. And we have to learn life over every day. Every day we wake up, we gotta learn something new about life.
No, for real.
Think about it. We learn something new every day. No matter if it's, oh, this is where this store is, or, oh, I didn't know how to work this. It's
Or
new.
oh, I didn't know that about myself.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I get so angry at these type of things.
When those type of people come around, I'm mad as hell. Oh, I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Why? Now you ask yourself why. Because you're noticing that everything is different, And I feel like once we see everyone as different, but okay, it's okay to be different. That's what we need.
Too many people like think that, oh, this person can do this person can do that. I do it too. I go down that route too.
Word.
That's why you see so many people spend their whole lives at a fucking job.
Yo,
because they doing it. I could do it. That's life, right? That's life.
Man.
So many people have no idea what the fuck life really is.
Right.
And I'm not saying that you need to be Mr. Worldwide and you know what I mean to really figure out life.
Right.
But dude, I guarantee you, I know fucking homeless people that know what life really is.
Real talk. And that's the crazy part. People would bypass the homeless man just to be around rich motherfuckers in the club, or rich motherfuckers in the club with chains on.
Mediocre motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they doing.
It's crazy.
I know the sweetest homeless people. Like I'm not gonna say they're the best people. I mean, cause clearly, you know what I mean. They go through their problems.
Things happen,
but they're cool. You could talk to them. Like I used to work at McDonald's, right? I used to be the manager there. I used to beat up on these fucking homeless people, dude. I used to bug out. And but there was some that were just like really down to earth and really cool people. And it's just like you just sitting there, it's like, damn, bro, like I feel bad because they chose the life of sipping that fucking vodka all day, every day. And now that's life for them.
Right.
But they know what life really is. You know what I mean? They've been through it. They know the experiences, and some of them are so wise.
Yeah, some people content.
Yeah, like they're really content with that shit. And you know what? Some people put up fucking facades, dude. Right. And I'm tired of that shit. We need to normalize being who we are. You know what I mean? Taking accountability, taking into consideration who you really are. Right. You know, stop trying to give up a portion of yourself to fit into the crowd. You know what I mean? And I think that's how we get better as a community, as a society, as a human being.
Right.
Just start, realizing that we are individuals. You know what I mean? And that's what this world is made up of. Individuals.
Straight individuals.
You know
making
what I mean?
a whole. You ever think about it like, if aliens were to be real, right? Technically, they're not looking at us separate, like, oh, he's black, he's Spanish, he's white. They looking at us like those are earthlings.
Yeah.
We on Earth. So technically we're one thing.
That's it. And so many people you say that, bro, some people will really be like, no.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If they come here and say they declaring war on the Earthlings, we motherfucking going down. All of us.
Yo, shit does not matter. But I appreciate you having you. I appreciate you coming on. It was definitely a good episode.
Thanks for inviting me, yo. It was
definitely gonna do this again.
Yes.
If you're with it, I'm with it. I'm definitely gonna stop by the shop. You definitely gotta give me another tap, bro.
Pull up at Arts Inc. in Harlem. Pull up on me.
So tell the audience real quick where they can find you, what to expect from you, what's been going on, what's new, what can we expect from the Trillest of all chill stars?
All right. Well, first you can find me on all platforms. TRILLA_CASANOVA. You feel me? Go follow that. new clothes, more tats. What else? New music, new drip,
everything.
new everything. You about to get the new wave. It's the Trill Star takeover. And at this point, and if you ain't with me, you against me. Cause guess what? I work with God. Just like that.
Facts. Where's your shop at?
Harlem. RT Inc. in Harlem on 135th. Pull up.
Bet. All right,
Yeah.
guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Guys, as just to end it off real quick, I want you guys to, work on your mental health.
Definitely.
Start putting God in. Start trying to accept God. Try to build a relationship with God. Definitely, please, I say this every episode, hit the gym. Please hit the gym. Do some push-ups, pull-ups, whatever you can do, please. Like, I'm tired of seeing freaking these scrawny-ass freaking guys out here. We are men. Women, too. You guys got some big-ass legs. It's possible. But work on your mental health, all right? You're not alone. If you guys feel like you're alone, just reach out to me. I'll respond to anybody. Reach out to him. We're here for you. We're a community. I'm here. We're all here to help one another. Stop with this freaking I'm alone.
Right.
The world's out to get me. No,
Right.
It's not like that.
We here for you. It's people here for you.
Exactly. But on that note, guys, I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to see you guys on the next episode, all right?